since Kayla decided she was hungry, I figured I'd do a breastfeeding update. That's yet one more video I can upload during VEDA. And hopefully you can't see too much of my breast. But, oh yes, so Kayla is now, what is she, like 12 and a half months old. She will be 13 months on August the 12th. Anyone that has followed my early postpartum updates will know that we had a bit of a rough trot with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is something I always really wanted to do. Please don't do that. But Kayla's latch was just horrific. The pain was, oh my god, just the worst. The worst. My 2 C-sections weren't as painful as her latch was. So for the first, I think it was the first 3 months of her life, I was exclusively pumping breast milk for her, so she was bottle fed. And then in, I think it was October last year, I decided to give her like one last crack at the breast. And like, to my complete amazement, she latched on and she took to it like a fish out of water. And since then, she has been exclusively breastfed ever since. So now, I guess that's what, like, almost 10 months that she's been exclusively breastfed. Now it's just like almost second nature. Like, I don't even have to think about it. If she's hungry, you know, I just whip it out. She latches on. Everything is hunky dory. There's no pain. What else can I say? Breast milk is still her primary source of nourishment. She is getting better and better at solids, but yeah, breastfeeding is like her go-to for food, I guess you could say. As far as my plans for the future, when I was pregnant, I always thought I would only go to 12 months. Like, going beyond 12 months just wasn't appealing to me, I guess. But then after how much of a struggle it was to sort of, I guess, initiate breastfeeding because of our issues in the beginning, I don't know, I guess I have more of a attachment to it. Sort of like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I guess you have to have been through what we went through. That blue line is like going straight through my face, but oh well. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Like, I kind of feel like now that we have finally gotten to where I have always dreamt of being. Like, after Caden, I'd always hoped so badly that I could breastfeed my next child when I eventually had it. So to finally be able to actually do it, I don't want to just sort of, you know, get to 12 months and then just chuck it away, like just stop. And I know that they say that it's, you know, best for like the first 4 years or whatever they say. Something says that, what is it, the World Health Organization or something, they say something about, yeah, breastfeeding for 4 years is like a good thing. I personally really don't think I could. No, I know I couldn't go to 4 years. That, to me, that is too long for me personally. 2 years at this point is my current sort of cut-off date. I know that there's probably going to be people saying like, if your baby wants it, you shouldn't take it away from her, and you should let her breastfeed as long as she likes, and all that. But I personally think 2 years is like a decent amount of time. I mean, by that stage she should be relying on solids for her nutrition. And from my point of view, I think breastfeeding, her wanting to breastfeed at that stage would more just be like a comfort bonding type thing, and not necessarily her needing needing it from me. So so yeah, that's kind of where I stand on breastfeeding at the moment. I am like so happy that I have been able to breastfeed Kayla, and she did get a little bit of formula, because after she was born, she did lose way more than 10% of her body weight. So I was basically told she's starving, and she absolutely needed formula because my milk hadn't come in. And then I think possibly she had maybe 1 bottle of formula at home, but by then I'd really established breast pumping, so my supply kicked in and I had enough for her. So yeah, it was really only a couple of days that she had formula. But yeah, I'm so thankful that we have gotten to where we are, and that I gave it another go, because, you know, if I hadn't have given it another go, I wouldn't have felt sort of at peace with myself, because after Caden I felt like, you know, really bad that I'd just given up and just stopped breastfeeding with him. So to know that I could do it for Kayla, you know, give her the best start possible, that is ultimately what I wanted, and I'm glad that I was able to do it for her. And, you know, in the process it's been something for me too. It's been something that's sort of, I guess, made me feel not as inadequate, I guess you could say, after, you know, having given up on Caden. Yeah, I guess that is all in regards to that. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, catch you later. Bye.